A bowl of mixed noodles for 3.5 yuan. Add a claypot soup for 5 yuan. This is the most ordinary breakfast for people in Nanchang, and it's also the bite I crave the most every time I come here. Every shop's mixed noodles taste different, and the subtly simmered soup tastes different too. What's the same is the reassuringly low price and the uniquely delicious flavor. In Nanchang, your wallet doesn't need to be full, but your stomach will definitely be satisfied. Oh my, what to do? Landing in Nanchang. Eating at 3 claypot soup and noodle shops in a row isn't too much, right? The first stop, Hungmao, open for over 30 years. A 3.5 yuan bowl of mixed noodles with a slight spicy kick. On an empty stomach, you can just grow into it. I didn't dare ask for full spicy. 1.5 yuan century egg and mincemeat soup. Here, the noodles are soft yet springy, perfectly coated with flavor, mixed with various braised sauces and chili oil, pickled radish, mustard stems, peanuts. How can it be so flavorful and delicious? Century eggs on their own taste so strong, but simmered together with minced meat in a clay pot for hours. It becomes so savory and delicious. The second stop, Huangji, next to Hungmao. Although this place has a huge variety of claypot soups, I still didn't get enough. Another century egg and mincemeat soup. This time, I got 8 yuan minced meat mixed noodles. To all noodle lovers in Nanchang, Lanzhou beef noodles, rice noodles from Guangxi or Yunnan. I could eat them every day and never get tired. The century egg and minced meat soup can be ordered either simmered or mixed. The milky white soup, without any extra seasoning, is just the freshness drawn out from the ingredients over several hours. The third stop, Chin Fatty Meat Camel. A long-standing shop always with a queue. Their mixed noodles are 4 yuan. The chili is extremely spicy. Most famous is their meat camel soup, 5 yuan. I thought the noodles here were just okay. The real star is this big chunk of meat. A piece of pork can be simmered to taste so good. Made from hind leg meat, never greasy. Both the meat and soup are flavorful. At night, in a small local restaurant hidden in a residential area. To enjoy Jiangxi cuisine, you have to eat with the locals. Look at the dishes, pick. Everything stir-fried fresh. Braised chicken feet with preserved vegetables, watermelon rind, fish roe and fish bladder, and lihao cured meat, freshly cooked steaming rice. I fell in love with lihao cured meat the first time I tried it. So addictive with rice. The first time eating watermelon rind, crispy and sweet. Once stir-fried with chili, you can't stop. Jiangxi chicken feet are plump, soft, and full of flavor. One bite and the meat falls off the bone, still sticky and flavorful. You want to eat 2 or 3 at once. By comparison, the fish roe and fish bladder are less impressive. The fish bladder is crunchy, but the roe isn't fully flavorful. For the first 3 dishes, close your eyes when ordering. If they're not good, you can hit me. The next morning, I went to Taikwang Community for buns. 0.9 yuan each, freshly wrapped and steamed. 6 just cooked buns for a start. 3.5 yuan mixed noodles with medium spicy claypot soup, simmered century egg, and minced meat soup. In this old residential area, portions are huge, and the flavor is still excellent. Even a small appetite can't finish noodles and claypot soup. Pork and scallion buns are aromatic even without chili oil. Next to it, Lachin fried dough sticks have been open over 30 years. Freshly fried sugar-coated dough must be tried. 1 large sesame ball, plus a soy milk. For fried food lovers, the sweet, crispy sugar dough and chive pancakes are a must. For lovers of large buns, try the 3-filling bun from the nearby old shop. Walking further, Huji's mixed noodles and claypot soup. Look at these prices. The noodles taste excellent, but the claypot soup isn't hot enough for me. I like it piping hot, slowly blowing and sipping. After finishing Taikwang Community, lunch at Railway 3rd Village's resident floor at Fatty's. Even at off-peak hours, you have to queue a bit. The dishes and the boiled rice are just overwhelming. I went all out. 8 treasure mixed platter, lotus root balls, twisted fried dough, shrimp balls, fatty beef, dough sticks, century egg instant noodles, water spinach, all ordered. Still growing into it. Medium spicy. Century egg mixed with instant noodles is indeed delicious. No wonder foodies recommend it. I added extra minced garlic, even more aromatic. The boiled dishes are spicy and fresh, highlighting the natural flavor of the ingredients. Vegetables completely outshine the meat. 8 treasure lotus root balls, twisted dough sticks. Take my advice, order more vegetables. Tasty and cost-effective. Medium spicy leaves your mouth pleasantly burning. Next to it, local Jiangxi milk tea, strongly recommended. Order it before your boiled meal to cool the spice. A few steps forward, this old shop's sticky rice treats, with bamboo shoots, shiitake mushrooms, wild vegetables, mugwort rice cakes, and the owner recommended xiaomai gray rice dumplings, all delicious. A bit further, 40-year-old baked flatbreads. Try each flavor, a specially preserved vegetable with scallion and sugar. Crispy, aromatic, perfect. The Jiangxi dinner I had that night made me understand more. Jiangxi spice isn't overwhelmingly hot. The beef tendon and brisket in the poached eggs were perfect. Tender but still with bite. The egg absorbs the broth in its pores. Braised, savory, and perfect with rice. In Nanchang, wherever you encounter dishes with chicken feet, order anything. They'll make it spicy and flavorful. Soft, tender, falling off the bone, sticky to the mouth. All types of gourds stir-fried crispy and fragrant. But my favorite is the bo-peeled fish, a local fish dish. Fish meat is aromatic, spicy, with a hint of sweetness. No small bones. Delicious eaten directly or mixed with the broth and rice. Even the sesame cakes exceeded expectations. No duds. I also tried this local recommendation stir-fried noodles. Freshly sliced beef, stir-fried in one pan at a time. Added tiger skin eggs. Beef and noodles coated in fried sauce and spicy aroma. Full of wok flavor. Snacks. Nanchang's hu soup and large lotus root slices. Lotus root slices are crispy, sweet, and slightly spicy. Hard to stop eating. Hu soup is similar to a less peppery spicy soup. You can add pickled vegetables and chili. Also tried a popular banana stick cake, banana flavor strong, nearby, worth a try. Before leaving, had another boiled meal, this time dry mix. Added fatty intestines and beef tendon. 2 fried bananas. Without soup, it's more flavorful and aromatic, especially intestines and tendon mixed with noodles, soft, chewy, absorbing all the sauce. Fried bananas, crispy outside, sticky inside, never soggy. Nanchang is delicious. Thank you for the hospitality. I'll definitely come back next time. But it's actually the place locals love to travel the most. This is Baoshan Tengchong. Here, you can soak and cook eggs in wild volcanic hot springs, hike through the rainforests of the Jialigang Mountains, or slowly stroll through ancient towns and local markets, eating all kinds of delicious food along the way. Tengchong, oh Tengchong, always keeps the best for the locals. This time, I first went to Lujiangba to try the most popular, char-grilled pork rice noodles. Pork belly with skin is grilled directly over charcoal, until the skin blisters and sizzles with fat. Chili and tomatoes are slowly roasted until soft and caramelized. Peel them one by one, then chop, chop, chop. The chopped chili tomato mixture is added, along with various chili spices and sour vinegar, all mixed together. The noodles must be the sticky local red rice noodles. Pour the sauce over, add peanuts and cilantro. Top with the sliced pork, big bowl, 16 yuan, and an extra 5 yuan for more meat. In the hot and humid weather of Lujiangba, cold mixed char-grilled pork rice noodles are perfect. One bite, the subtle aroma of herbs, charred meat, rice, sourness, and spice, all mixed together beautifully. I added an extra spoonful, making the sour spicy flavor even stronger. Once you leave Baoshan, you won't find char-grilled pork rice noodles this good anywhere else. At the Jialigang Mountains coffee region, you must try a cup of char-grilled coffee by the Nujiang River. The process. First, a blowtorch heats water at the bottom of a siphon. Once boiling, it rises to the top chamber. Add locally grown coffee beans and freshly ground coffee. Stir, then heat again. Quickly cool the bottom with a wet towel. The coffee slowly returns to the bottom. Hotter water extracts a pure flavor. No unnecessary acidity, just roasted aroma and lingering sweetness. A big pot costs 30 yuan, enough for 2 or 3 people. Sitting by the Nujiang, drinking char-grilled coffee, with a dog by my side, adding some milk and local honey. It's basically a small stall run by Uncle Ka, who has grown coffee for over a decade, kept bees, and even raised pigs. I want to raise pigs and bees too. After coffee, right next to it is the 300-year-old Shuanghong Bridge. 2 iron chains stretched across the roaring Nujia. Walking on it, swaying, feeling centuries of history. With the river valley as a backdrop, it feels like being back in northwest China. Mountains and rivers embracing you, moving enough to almost bring tears to your eyes. Later, on the way to Baiweiling for a hot spring hike, I learned that the trail was closed due to rain. So we switched from Baiweiling to Wudao Creek. Back in Tengchong at night, I just wanted to eat the shop's soft mung bean noodles. In Pu'er, it's peanut soup. In Tengchong, it's soft mung bean noodles. Add a fried dough stick, an egg, and a baked rice cake. The soft mung bean noodles with minced meat sauce, dipped in a dough stick, pure bliss. I also love dipping the rice cake into the noodles, or mixing the noodles with fine, sticky rice threads, so satisfying. The next day, straight to the Jialigang Mountains, for hiking and soaking in wild hot springs. The day before, I met a great female driver, and booked her car for the day. First stop, a farmhouse restaurant at the mountain base. 100 yuan per person, breakfast and lunch combined. So 2 of us had grilled meat, pork chops, steamed dishes, mini hot pot, fruits, a huge feast. Full and satisfied, with our Jinshan certificate in hand, we headed to Wudao Creek. The trail is easy, along the creek, not long, not steep, shaded by trees, relaxing. The Tengchong sisters who drove us, family pillars, ran restaurants, drove cars, farmed, hiked, raised children, and earned money, all at once. Respect to Yunnan women. After just over 2 hours, we descended. Later, we visited nearby Shichiang wild hot springs to soak our feet. Sulfuric hot springs, constantly bubbling. Perfect for cooking eggs on the spot. Bring a swimsuit and enjoy a full soak. Amazing after a hike. In the afternoon, in town, I first went for Tengchong's best, Paluda, shaved ice dessert. I also got coconut pudding and avocado milkshake. Such a small shop, yet the Paluda is rich in coconut flavor. You have to taste it to understand. The avocado milkshake is so rich. It could sit at a table with Zhang Bian from Mongsher. Even the coconut pudding is delicious. Dinner, a local recommended Dai flavor restaurant. Sour soup pig trotters, stir-fried cauliflower, braised beef. In Yunnan this season, you can eat all kinds of flours. Braised beef is less rice-friendly than stir-fried greens with beef. Sour soup pig trotters with wood ginger flavor, sour, spicy, appetizing. Soup is also tasty. The next morning, I visited the Chilua ancient town market. Locals bring all kinds of things to sell every day, many of which can be sampled. I first bought flaky buns and brown sugar buns. Flaky buns, whether meat, rose, or bean paste, are all delicious. Brown sugar buns are full of filling, very filling indeed. Then, the supply and marketing coops rice threads and soft mung bean noodles. 8 yuan sour rice threads include minced meat. Add various seasonings. It's truly aromatic. Soft mung bean noodles with dough sticks for breakfast or late night, I love both. Grilled corn with an egg is also delicious. 10 yuan freshly grilled yellow beef skewers are great. Tingchong's little electric scooters are very convenient. After morning market shopping, I leisurely rode to the Tingchong Chinese Population Geography Division theme park. After that, I ate at Chinji, 3 yuan grilled pork rolls, 10 yuan rolled rice noodles. Crispy grilled pork and sour spicy noodles, so fragrant. Nearby, a Burmese couple's fried banana pancakes, crispy outside, banana and condensed milk inside. Sweet and delicious. Dinner, tongpyo beef. In Baoshan Tingchong, this is a must-try. Looks plain, but one bite. Not like delicate chaozhou hot pot. It's bold and rich. For spice lovers, dip generously in chili sauce. Cooked beef is a must-order, raw beef optional. Don't forget the pocket tofu, small, puffy, juicy, with intense bean flavor. Red flamed beef is so good. Before my flight, I had one more meal. After eating, I strolled to Donghu Park. From the first time I spoke about Tongchong's tragic history, 2 years ago, to this more relaxed visit, I increasingly understand why so many people love coming here. The warmth of volcanic hot springs, the beauty of the Jialagong Mountains, and the deepest love and pain of the local people all converge here, making Tingchong another hometown we all love and cherish.